We are asked to find the net force on the loop. So we know the force formula is given by Fb equals to I integrate dl cross b. Now the question is what is this dl? You can see here actually this is the circle which we can treat it as the arc length. We know this dl were given by negative cos delta x plus sine delta y r d delta. Mm, we can verify this formula by substitute the value inside. For example, here let's say we take the here until here. This is the 90 degrees, and you can see from here this dl infinitesimal of this L is given in a positive y component only. So we substitute this data equals to 90 degrees. You can see this cos y equals to 0, so we don't have the x component, and sine data will give us sine 90 degrees will give us 1, so we have the 1y and multiply with this RD data, which indeed this is a correct formula. You also can take the 180 degrees. In this case, you can see this infinitesimal dl is given by the positive x. So we do the same. We substitute 180. This is inside this formula. You will get the cos 180, which negative 1 multiply with this negative in the x component, and you substitute this value inside the sine, you will just get 0, and this will multiply with the RD data, and you can see indeed it gives the positive x component only. So we can verify this thing is the correct formula. Now we just substitute inside here. We have negative cos theta x plus sine theta y d theta cross b. In this case, we will define the b. B is out of the page. Let's use the a positive z. Now the limit of the integration, you can see from the diagram we start with the data naught, right? Until here, this is also the data naught. So we start from here and until here. We know the full circle, right, is a 2 pi. So we only reach here, not the full circle. So this is given by 2 pi minus data naught. And before we solve for this integration, let's solve for the direction. Now here is the xyz axis. We have the x cross the z. So x cross the z going here. You can see the vector form is going to the negative y. So here in front here we have a negative, so become cos theta y, and plus this sine theta, this y cross z, y cross the z. You can see the direction is going toward positive x, so this is just x, and we have this B. Here this B is given by B naught and RD data. So we take all the constant out. Mm, We solve for this integration. So integrate cos data. Uh, we will get sine data, and integrate the sine data, we get the minus cos data. This direction is in the positive x. So this we write down the limit here, and we substitute the limit inside. Here we will apply the trigonometry identity, which the sine 2 data minus data will just equals to negative sine data, and the cos 2 pi minus theta equals just to the cos theta. Here we have the minus sine theta naught and minus sine theta naught. In the y component, and here we have cos theta naught plus the cos theta. In this the x component. Now you can see here, this will just give us the 0, right? And this is equals to IB naught R, and this gives us the negative 2 sine theta y. So we can write this as the negative 2 IB naught R sine theta naught in the y direction. So this is the answer for this question.